Hello, so we are back, and this time we have a different kind of repair, a game console. Now let's read the customer email. What the customer is saying, I have tried to install a Type-C connector to a Gameboy Advance SP. This has resulted in my messing something up and the device not working. I may have shorted the connection on the CPU and unsure where to go from here. Then he attached a picture and that's the customer USB-C port, and yeah, we have to fix it. So it's not charging and it's not coming on. Also, the customer sent me a picture with the tracks there. It's a gentleman called Adam. So I will say let's help Adam with this game console. Let's try to find out what went wrong. I have checked, just a quick check to see what's going on here. My first email to the customer, I said it's impossible to attach a USB-C. You need a PD controller for USB-C. But actually, you have DC kind of USB-C. You have two resistors there, which is enabling the 5 volts. So that way you can basically use USB-C on any device which is working with 5 volts. Let's plug a charger and let's see what it's doing. I tested just a short test. I will show you what the customer did wrong. Yeah, 1 second. So we need a USB meter, which is here. So plug in the USB meter, and it's coming on. 5 volts with nearly no current. Now, on this point, you will think, okay, so it will charge, right? Let's see. So plus and minus, okay, so we are fine. So with the battery here, it's not charging and we have no charging light, yeah? So what is wrong here? And I'm gonna tell you what mistake the customer did. So going on the voltage, probably, I'm assuming, the customer test the port like that. And if you check on the multimeter, check there, 4.9 volts, you can see. So he thought it's working. But if you check with a different ground, it's actually 0 volts, like 2 volts, you can see there. Yeah. So the ground is missing. So don't do the same mistake. If you work like you repair a charging port, you replace it, you try to modify, don't check with the ground from the charging port. I mean, you can check with the ground from the charging port, but also try to beep the ground from the whatever you fix. Because like on this case, if I check this ground with this ground, I have 4.5 volts. This is confusing. So you have to check in this way, yeah? Ground from here, we plus from here. And basically we have no voltage. Of course, we can check the other way around, like ground from the charging port and with the plus from the board, in case the plus is not soldered properly. The way to fix this is like, okay, we have the battery, so the ground is missing. Okay, so shorting the ground from here to here. And check here, we have the charging light. You can see there, it's an orange light and it's taking current. It's taking like 200 milliamps, 260 milliamps. So very simple. The customer could fix the problem, just by soldering the ground or a ground wire to the ground. And yeah, that it will solve the problem. So on the charging port, the customer did solder the ground. You can see the ground there. Let's check the ground, because the ground can be broken. I mean, just because you solder the port pins, the metal things, that doesn't mean actually is ground. So here is no ground. Check that. No ground. No. Here is no ground. Here is no ground. Wait a second. This is confusing. So here is beeping. here is beeping. Then I don't understand what is wrong, because if I check this ground, of course, if I check this ground with this ground, it's not beeping. So how this can be ground? This has to be ground. So somewhere the truck is broken. Not sure. 1 second. Okay, here is no ground. I was thinking it's coming through this inductor, but no. So where the ground is going then? This is ground? No. No ground. No ground. I'm assuming the ground is going on the other side of the board. And on the other side of the board, we can see the plus it is soldered on place. Let me see if we have a ground pin here. This is no ground, and definitely that is no ground. So where is the ground? I mean, I'm kind of confused. This is ground clearly, yeah? This is ground. So the ground is coming here, here, and it's going there. Check that, it's going there. So no point for me desoldering the customer port. I will say let's fix this by yeah, this is ground. A simple fix, you know, just a bridge from there here, and yeah. Let's try to keep it simple. Let's try to hit our target, like a dodgy repair on every video. I mean, it's not dodgy. It's like, this is like proper. This is how it's supposed to be. To have like multiple ground points, in case one broken, you still have there more. Ground is more important than plus. Little bit of rosin. I will try to solder from here there, because here, you know, the pad can be broken also. Solder, perfect. But he did good. I mean, he replaced the port. All what he missed is actually the ground. Perfect. Don't tell me it's dodgy. It's not. Using a wire, solder wire is flexible, so yeah, nothing wrong can happen. So what about now? Now let's check. Let's see. It's working. Plug in the charger and the battery, and we have the charging light. Check that. You can see the charging light. This is the on-off switch, but it is charging with 200 milliamps. You can see 290 milliamps actually. Now let's see what the customer is saying with the CPU. On the CPU pins, we can see the customer solder. I mean, I believe he soldered the pins, but I can't see any short here. I mean, for me, it's looking good. No, I can't see anything. Now we have power. Let's try to power up the console. So connecting the screen. And the screen is connected. Let's plug the power. So the power is plugged in. And nothing happens if I power on or off the console. Maybe it's not working without the battery. Possible. So with the battery, is coming on, check that. Yeah, we do have backlight. We do have backlight. It's normal to be stuck on a Game Boy thingy. I mean, we have no game left by the customer. So I'm not sure if that's the problem because it's stuck on the logo. Okay, let me try to find out. I know my daughter has one like this. Maybe she has a game. Give me 1 second. I found a game. Let's plug the game. Game is plugged in. The battery is plugged in. Power on. And it's working. I'm assuming it's working, right? Yeah. Yeah. So it's booting. It's not stuck on the... Yeah. All working fine. So the only problem was the ground from the... And without the charger, it's working even without the charger. The ground. Yeah, that was the issue. I can't believe it was that simple. So the customer did a good job soldering, actually replacing the original port with a USB-C one. The only problem, it was the ground. Okay, that was a short repair. I was expecting more complicated when he said it's not booting. Anyway, now you know how you can diagnose and repair a charging port. The plus, you try with the ground from here and you search for the plus. Then you have the ground. You can check the ground with the plus from the charging port and you check the ground. Yeah, that's how you do it. And have in mind, yeah, just because you solder the port, you know, the size of the port, you solder them on the ground, that doesn't mean there is ground. You have to actually check with the multimeter. So thank you for watching. You know, like, subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye.